What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Trading to Glory. If you guys are new to this channel, you have been blessed with the best trading content on YouTube. I also upload squad building challenge guides. I upload World Cup content, which you guys will see this weekend. I have a nice little video where I do some trivia with somebody. I'm not going to disclose that yet, but make sure to be on the lookout. But we're going to start this video off. I just bought a company for $15,750. There's a couple reasons I bought that, and we're going to get into that here in a minute. In this episode, I am going to be telling you guys why 85s, 86s, 87s are decent to invest in right now, and why you should probably stay away from a lot of certain informs right now as well. So, if you guys do enjoy, make sure to subscribe and drop a like on the video, and let's go ahead and get started.
And I run around the town and act like I don't care.
As I mentioned, we did pick up this Vincent company here for $15,750. It also had a shadow card on it. There's a couple reasons I picked up that company in particular. If you take a look at Vincent company on the market, he's actually going for about 17 to 18,000 coins right now, which isn't too expensive. Honestly, I'd pay up to about 17K for him. I just got a good deal on that 15,000 coin one. But company's also in pack, or his informs in packs right now, which means that his gold card is not, which makes that a very good investment. I actually mentioned that in one of our previous Trading to Glory episodes for that company. I mentioned why that's going to be a very good investment. So we've got some breaking news that Player of the Year for the EPL is going to be Salah. I mean, it was all but confirmed. I mean, you could have made arguments that it could have been De Bruyne, it could have been Harry Kane, but I think everybody was expecting it to be Salah. And according to, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on my Twitter. I'll go ahead and show you guys a picture on the screen as well. As you guys can see, it was confirmed by this man on Twitter. He is verified, Mutaz Shahid. And if you guys don't know who that is, which I don't either, but essentially he also leaked Player of the Month last month. So he has been reliable. Mohamed Salah has won PFA Player of the Year for 2018, which is the Player of the Year that EA used. Ahead of the likes of Kane, Sané, Silva, De Bruyne, and De Gea. Well deserved, well deserved. Indeed, we're expecting him to be about 97 or 98 rated on the game. Now, if you guys compare that to last year, Conte ended up winning it. His team of the season ended up being the exact same rating, the exact same card, just a different color and tradable. So make sure to keep that in mind when it comes to actually doing the SBC. But when it comes to investing for the SBC, that's where we are going to start discussing. So the Vincent company is obviously an 85 rated card that you can invest in and make some coins off of, especially if you need like an 84 rated Premier League squad for this SBC. I remember last year, I think they did something along the lines of where you needed 2 OTWs for an SBC, and where you needed like a bunch of informs for an SBC, and then also a Premier League SBC. This Vincent company could be good for that Premier League SBC. There are other cards along with that. Vertonghen is another Belgian center back that you could go with. He's slightly cheaper, but he's also in packs right now, which means that he's not going to go up as much if they do end up being required. We do not know which day this is going to be released, but it should be within the next week, at least by next weekend. At the latest, it'll be by next weekend. I think it'll be a lot sooner. I think it'll probably drop this weekend, probably on Sunday, I'm guessing. If I had to guess at any time, it'll probably be on Sunday, because I believe that's when the Player of the Year, or the Player of the Year for the EFL Championship dropped last week. So I bet it is this Sunday, but I could be wrong with that. Don't take me my word 100%. There are also a lot of other 86, 87, 88 rated cards that you guys can invest in that are super cheap. Now, if you guys want to see the cheapest card that's on your console at any given time, you can go to Footbin and just search for a certain rating and base it off the price on your console. So we've got Ivan Rakitic. Rakitic here is an 87 rated card, and he's only going for about 27,000 coins right now. That's not too bad for an 87 rated. The cheapest 88 rated card in the game is going to be Hummels. He's one of the cheapest, maybe not always the cheapest, but one of the cheapest cards on the market right now. He's going for about 40,000 coins, and then along with actually Edin Dzeko is one of the cheapest 88 rated cards in the game. And you're like, Edin Dzeko's not 88 rated. Yes, but his man of the match card is right here, as you guys can see, not even getting bought at 42,000 coins right now. Probably getting bought at around 40K about right now. So that's another very cheap 88 rated card that you can get and also have man of the match as well. Some 86s that are pretty cheap. You've got Alderweireld. You've also got Pepe, who's normally one of the cheaper 86s in the game. And we're not really basing this entirely off of Premier League, obviously. So the cheapest Pepe on the market right now is going to be 18,000 coins, and I believe is that the same same rating as Company. Company's actually an 85, and he's in the Premier League, so they're already inflated a little bit for Salah, which means that the supply for these cards is actually quite low already, which means that if they are required for a new SBC, the Premier League cards, they're gonna go up a lot. They're already required for the Salah Player of the Month. If they're required again for the Player of the Year, the cards are just going to keep going up because now there's just no supply from people's clubs. They've already sold all of them, so it's going to make it go up even more. It's very similar to what we saw for the Man City SBCs, if you can compare the prices to that. When Manchester City's SBC came out for marquee matchups, the prices rose to 4,000 coins. Then they started dropping maybe to like 3.5K, but that wiped all the supply off the market. Everybody who had Man City players in their club went on and they sold them onto the market. And then the Man City SBC for the tournament, the FIFA International World Cup tournament came out, and you needed a Manchester City player for that as well. And since there was no supply, the cards went from 3,000 coins up to about like 8,000, 9,000 coins because there was no supply. That's going to be how it is for these like 85 rated companies, these Alderweirelds, these Jan Vertonghen's, any other 85s in the Premier League that I'm not really thinking of right now. I'm sure there's some midfielders, some attackers. Harry Kane actually has an 88 rated card now. So that's a card to maybe look out for it as an investment because he does have an 86, but he also has an 88 rated card, as you guys can see right there. So be careful when you're buying them, but you can invest in either the 86 or the 88, given the fact that you know that the 86 rated card is out of packs. So that's something to consider. If that 86 is out of packs, and it's been out of packs since what was it? January is when he got upgraded. You know that if that card is needed for an SBC, it's going to absolutely skyrocket up to the price of the 88 rated card. And we've seen it happen before where even though this is 86 rated, it'll be the exact same price as the 88 rated card eventually. So that is probable to happen. I would not doubt that eventually happens due to requirements for Premier League Player of the Month or Team of the Season SBCs, etc., etc. So those are a lot of things to keep in mind. I know I talked for a few minutes here, but everything I said was important, and that's why I wanted to put it at the beginning of the video. And as I said, guys, if it is helping you out, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I know I asked for that at the beginning and end of every video. I threw it in the middle in this one. But the reason I asked for that at the beginning of every video is because when you upload videos to YouTube, YouTube really doesn't do much for their creators. In terms of smaller creators, the only way to get recognition on YouTube is by collaborating with somebody larger, or if your video gets a lot of support from your own subscribers, from your own fans. So if you guys end up liking the videos more and it has a good, engagement rate is what kind of the algorithm works with. More comments, more likes on the video. That's how a YouTuber is going to grow on YouTube, as opposed to necessarily even good content. And hopefully the content I'm putting out for you guys is good and it does help you out. But unfortunately, that's just the way you grow on YouTube. I had a comment on the last video. I wanted to address that. That's why we, every YouTuber asks for likes and subscriptions, because that's the only way you can grow on YouTube these days, other than collaborating with a very large YouTuber. Just picked up a couple more. Got another company for 15,750. I think we'll easily be able to sell those for 20,000. Then we got an Otamendi for 12,750. And you might be asking, well, if they're both center backs, 85 rated, and on Manchester City, why aren't you only buying Otamendi's because they're about 2,000, 3,000 coins cheaper even? The simple answer is company's out of packs, which again, that's going to make his price go up just as much, if not more than Otamendi, even if he is already more expensive. But Otamendi is a very good deal as well. So we're going to go over some of the best things to actually buy right now in terms of 85 rated cards. Then we'll get into some 86s, 87s, and 88s, which we already mentioned Kane. The cheapest 85 in the game is actually Subasic. And Subasic isn't a terrible player to buy because Daniel Subasic actually gets a strong link with Glick, who's also one of the cheapest cards in the game for 85 rated. So you've got Daniel Subasic, and then you've got Glick. Another couple are Ter Stegen. You've got Keylor Navas. Navas, you've got Bernd Leno. Those are all cheap 85 rated cards. And Kamil Glik, a little bit more expensive as an 85 rated, but he does get the strong link there with Subasic, which makes it a little bit more valuable. Then you've also got players like Ciro Immobile, who got upgraded to 85 rated. He's a striker. He's the cheapest striker, 85 in the game, and he's only 11.5k. Then we've got Andre Barzagli, Blaise Matuidi, and Mehdi Benatia, who are all from Juventus. You've got Nicolas Otamendi, who's the cheapest EPL card. Go back to Subasic and Glik, guys. These guys are 85 rated cards, and we have yet to see any SBC for League One yet, which we saw last year, if you guys remember correctly. We had an Edinson Cavani Player of the Year card, and then we had a Kylian Mbappe Young Player of the Year card. Both of those obviously valuable for doing SBCs and obviously making 85 rateds from that league valuable. So players from League One, I'm talking Ruffier, I'm talking Subasic, I'm talking Glik, and then players from the EPL, because we know we're going to get an EPL SBC. I mean, EA are in love with the EPL. That's where we're getting into the cheapest EPL players. The cheapest one being Otamendi here. I would have bid on that if I saw it there. Otamendi. Morata is actually very cheap. He's from Chelsea there, obviously Spanish, 85 rated. Then another 85 rated is Fernandinho at Man City, obviously Brazilian. Then we've got Ilkay Gundogan. He is Man City. And then you've got Jan Vertonghen, who we're actually looking at right now. Then we've got Vincent Kompany as well. And Vincent Kompany still one of the cheapest cards that are 85 rated in the league. And in the game, ultimately, probably the 5th cheapest 85 in the league, which isn't one of the cheapest, obviously. Still a little bit more expensive than players like Otamendi, but he is out of packs, which adds to why I really like that as an investment. So let's go ahead and take a look at 86s in the game right now. I'm just going to go ahead and list off a couple for you guys that might be good investments. Obviously, we looked at Pepe earlier. Another very cheap one is Dries Mertens. We've got Socrates from Dortmund, Ivan Perisic, and Miralem Pjanic, both players in the Calcio. Then we've got Frank Ribery, Casemiro, and Miranda. All these players, none of them so far being from either the League One or from EPL. All the way until you get down to, it looks like, Diego Costa. So there aren't really 86s that are really worth buying in the Premier League. So we're actually going to go ahead and look at 87s. Now, again, all I'm doing is I'm looking at this on Footbin. It's a great tool for trading. Go ahead and check it out. I'm not sponsored or anything. It actually is a great tool. You've got Marc-Andre Ter Stegen's 87 rated card. Then you've got Marek Hamsik, Dries Mertens, and Insigne. Those are all 87 rated on the same team, and you can throw them on the same side of the pitch. You've got a center mid, a left wing, and a center forward. Form a triangle in most formations. Then you've got PK and Rakitic, Edin Dzeko, Iniesta, and Coutinho. The cheapest 87 from the leagues that we're looking at, though, it's going to be Christian Eriksen at 31k for Tottenham, obviously, in the Premier League, and then Edinson Cavani at 33k for PSG. But Edinson Cavani is also expected to get possibly a Player of the Year. It's between him and Neymar, but nonetheless, it'll probably be from PSG, so that could be an option. And then we're going to look at the cheapest 88 rated cards in the game real quick to finish this off. The cheapest 88s in the game, we're looking at Samir Handanovic. We're looking at John Oblak, Godin, Cavani, again as an 88 rated card this time. He actually did get upgraded, which means that 87 isn't in packs anymore, which could make it a little bit better of an investment. We've got Edin Dzeko, his Man of the Match card. You've got Thiago. You've got Christian Eriksen's 88, which the same thing I said about Cavani. His 87 is no longer in packs. We've got Bonucci, Robin, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic at LA Galaxy. The cheapest players from the leagues we're looking at are Christian Eriksen there and Cavani. So Christian Eriksen and Cavani may be players to look at, but I just wanted to list off a few of you guys, get some ideas in your head, and go ahead and discuss in the comments below which do you guys think are the best investments and why, and we'll go ahead and take a look at those comments in the next episode as well. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Trading to Glory. To stay updated with all of my uploads, make sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video if this did help you out. I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.